how much fun you had to have doing this. And Chris, one of the things you've played some incredibly scary bad guys. I mean, Adolf Eichmann,
Yes.
the neighbor from hell, and
Yes,
the lovely
Lovely
Bones,
Bones, yeah.
which is a
Yeah.
phenomenal performance.
Yeah.
But normally we think of you with fun people. But in this role, you got to do both.
Yeah.
You're a bad guy, but you've got there's a lot of humor with this, and you
Yeah.
get to play off of each other a lot.
And that was the attraction, was you got to do both, and to play the British bad guy was really, I was very flattered, as an American but also then I got to work with Ewan again. We hadn't seen each other work together for a long time, so that was really nice.
We did a film called Life Less Ordinary many years ago.
I remember.
We had a very amusing scene
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah.
No, exactly. So you have a number of amusing scenes here, I
Yes.
must say.
Yeah.
And they really did a lot of different things with you, running around, and obviously there's movie magic, but there's a lot of physicality, I think, for the
Yes.
actors in this film.
Yeah. It was good. I mean, it's exciting, that stuff. It's exhausting, particularly as you get older, but it's really quite fun. I think the fight scene was fun. It was hard, but it was fun to do it together.
Absolutely. And I understand from Bryan that, and I share this with you as well, do not like heights.
No.
And you don't like enclosed spaces. And of
Yeah.
course, what does he do? He sticks you in a burrito and
Yeah.
wraps you up for days,
A
probably,
medieval
shooting
burrito.
that
Yeah.
a medieval burrito for giants. And then
Yeah.
you're on the edge of a cliff.
Oh no, yeah, that I couldn't deal with that. You weren't there when I was shooting that Cheddar Gorge stuff.
No.
I had to be right on the edge, as I'm looking over, and then the giants come behind me and blah blah blah. And I was so afraid. They had me tethered,
Yeah.
just for safety. But I was so petrified, and they would take quite a while sometimes setting up the shot that I freaked out. I was like, okay, I gotta go, and I just would walk away. I was
Walk
so
away
afraid.
from the edge.
I was
Yeah.
afraid.
No, it's horrible.
No,
That's horrible.
it's fun.
It's a gripping story.
It is a good story,
So
actually.
boring. So boring.
But I have to ask you, this whole Jack the Giant Slayer, Jack and the Beanstalk, whatever. It's this has lasted for centuries. The story, and it's universal. What do you think is the universal appeal of this tale?
Fear of big people.
Basically, yeah.
That's where it comes
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
Very good point. Who could eat you?
Right.
That's
Who could
right.
eat you? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if there's it's not a moral tale.
It's good family fun.
It is. Good, clean fun.
Yes.
Good characters.
Yeah.
Fantasy land. Time, castles and knights and horses
Yeah.
and giants. I don't know.
It's everything that you have a great time reading about or imagining about when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And I think also there's something there for adults too, which is it's a movie that you want to take your kids to because it's really fun.
Absolutely. And I understand that the idea of those the teeth was your addition to the whole makeup
Yes.
look of your
Yes,
character.
Yes, it just seemed like the right thing to do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's great teeth.
Yeah.
And those costumes, your costume in particular, as I sit here looking at that shield and all of this
right
stuff.
behind
and
you
hearing
there,
it,
yeah.
It is right behind me. Not very comfortable, I would think.
No, but gorgeous. Look at it. It's
Yeah.
so sexy. I've been waiting all my life to wear black leather biker studded armor. I couldn't believe it when I went for my first fitting and I saw the drawings. I thought, oh yes, that'll do nicely. I think it's gorgeous, but it's not easy to climb in, and a lot of the time it was raining all the time and muddy, and it's not easy to walk around in. But then the real armor back in the day wasn't easy to walk around in either.
So
So
that's just like a thick rubber.
not even metal. No.
Metal.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it looks good.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
sword would go right through that.
Yeah,
it
right
would,
through that.
yeah.
On every set, I know there's always funny things that happen. There's either because of weather or something goofy or a line gets. When you think back on making this movie, besides standing on the cliff, was there a scene that you'll never forget doing, particularly together?
Well, we'll never forget doing that. It feels in many ways like we're still shooting that scene because it took so long to shoot the fight scene.
The fight scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wake up sometimes and go, oh, it's okay, I'm not making that scene.
We shot that scene for about
3.5 years.
Yeah.
And
did,
it was
yeah.
a fight scene in a waterfall. Easy to write,
Yeah.
not so
Yeah.
easy to do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
but it was fun. It was fun because we get on and we had a laugh doing it. But it's
did.
it's difficult. You're fighting. You've got weapons, and you're slipping, and it's
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
That's great.
We're lucky still to be alive in many ways.
I do remember the one. We are, yeah. I do remember the one scene where we shot in that place that we can't remember the name of, down in those gullies there. those like cave-like things. And Eddie,
I know what you
remember when
mean,
we kept laughing that one day and we couldn't get through the scene. I don't know, and something set us off. You don't know what it is, but it took a long while because we kept laughing. But Eddie said a line, and it was very muddy, very muddy. And Eddie said a line, and as he said the line, his foot sunk. Do you remember? And he was like, he said something like, it was that line, like, you know, and believe every story that your fathers told you was true. And he said, and believe every story your fathers told you was true. And he started just sinking into the... It was really funny.
Cut.
I didn't know. Cut.
Remember when he fell backwards off his chair?
He was always Eddie Marzan was always having these mishaps. It was very funny. And then he was in his armor too, so he was kind of helpless.
She couldn't move, and he just went.
And on that happy
sorry,
note,
sorry.
no, that's great. That's true. It's really fun.